The best summer ever, block party. The big celebration for America's 250th birthday had just ended, but in Pupville, the fun was only starting. Roxy and Kylo looked out their front window and saw their quiet street transforming. Neighbors were hanging bright bunting from the trees and lining up long wooden tables. "Look, Roxy," Kylo barked, wagging his tail so hard he nearly tipped over. "Our whole street is turning into a giant party." Roxy tapped her chin thoughtfully. "A block party is for sharing," she said. "We should bring our very favorite treats for the neighborhood potluck." Kylo's eyes brightened. He knew exactly what they needed. "I can make my extra crispy spring rolls," he cheered. Roxy smiled and nodded. "And I will make my famous glossy barbecue skewers. Everyone in Pupville loves a good crunch and a sweet glaze." The kitchen was soon filled with the wonderful smells of soy sauce and sweet honey. Roxy carefully threaded colorful peppers and savory bits onto the skewers. Kylo was a whirlwind of energy, expertly rolling the thin pastry shells and making sure each one was perfectly tucked. They worked together as a team, laughing as a little bit of white clay flour puffed up into the air between them. With their trays piled high, the two friends walked out into the warm afternoon sun. The street was closed to traffic, buzzing with the sound of happy barks and clinking plates. They found the main potluck table, which was already sagging under the weight of mashed potatoes, fruit salads, and dog biscuit casseroles. Roxy and Kylo carefully cleared a spot right in the middle for their special dishes. "Hi, I'm Kylo, and this is Roxy," Kylo said, introducing himself to a friendly neighbor he had only seen through the fence before. The neighbor, a beagle named Diggory, was wearing a festive vest and denim shorts while holding a glass of cold lemonade.
"Hi, I'm Kylo, and this is Roxy."
"I'm Diggory. Those spring rolls look incredible. It's so nice to finally meet the dogs from the Blue House."
"Nice to meet you too, Diggory."
After everyone had eaten their fill, it was time for games. In the middle of the street, a crowd gathered around the cornhole and axe toss area. To Roxy's surprise, Mr. Finley, the tall gray poodle from the end of the block, was being very competitive. He adjusted his sun visor, took a deep breath, and tossed his beanbag with perfect aim.
Direct hit!
Yes!
As the sun began to dip lower in the sky, Kylo sat down on a hay bale next to a neighbor named Branwen. She was a corgi wearing a sun hat and a floral blouse. She was showing him a scrapbook of photos from the big 250th birthday parade. "I remember that float," Kylo exclaimed, pointing to a picture of a giant bone-shaped balloon. They spent a long time talking about the mural they had all helped paint. Roxy found herself sitting with Mrs. Puferson, who lived in the house with the beautiful rose garden. Mrs. Puferson, an older white poodle, adjusted her glasses and patted Roxy's paw. "It makes my heart so full to see all of you here," she whispered. "A neighborhood is just a collection of houses until the dogs inside start to know one another's stories. Welcome to the family, Roxy." Soon, the stars began to twinkle above Pupville, and long strings of glowing lights flickered on across the street. Roxy and Kylo stood together, watching their neighbors dance and laugh. They realized that they weren't just looking at the dog with the red ball or the dog with the loud truck anymore. Now they saw friends with names, favorite foods, and wonderful memories.
Wow, Kylo, look at everyone!
Yeah, Roxy, the band is rocking!
And the kids are having so much fun!
Let's go join them!
Good food, good friend time!
As they walked back to their front porch, Roxy looked at Kylo and smiled. "This really was the best summer ever," she said softly. Kylo nodded, watching the last of the partygoers wave goodbye. They learned that while the big celebrations are fun, the best moments happen when you notice the dogs right next door. Neighbors matter, and life is best enjoyed one shared moment at a time.